wanted to chime in a little bit on a live stream I was watching with Chrissy in respect to the whole beef, to Pink Pill, the whole situation with her, the whole situation with Cynthia G and Chrissy. And, you know, I watched two different people's take on it, and I also watched a bit of Chrissy's um, video. I kind of want to just talk a bit about how I feel about all three people and kind of like put into perspective on how I see the whole situation. So for me, my perspective, uh, I've had this whole perspective of Chrissy where, for one, on my channel you can hear that I do not like Chrissy's content, but uh, I don't like the colorism part of it, honestly. It's divisive. I think it belongs in a different culture, it belongs in a different country, different people, basically. And, Chrissy is not American. Chrissy is a Jamaican lady, so she doesn't really understand how Black Americans are. She understands more how Jamaicans are. Um, so, I don't like her platform. With that in mind, when it comes to these kind of issues, um, like as far as BWE and things of that nature, um, I don't mind her. I kind of find her okay, but the thing is, she's still divisive. Like, she likes to divide a lot. She doesn't like to really. She doesn't appreciate the empowerment of all Black women, basically. She more so just appreciates, just women that look like her. Just really selfish. I mean, like, what if I did the same thing? What if someone who's what's her name? I can't think of her name. Danny Lay or something did the same thing. Like, black women come in all different shades, different phenotypes, and things of that nature. So I mean, like, to me, I just think, you know, no no black person should just be like, oh, only my phenotype should be, looked upon as, ideal, empowered, or put above others. It's the same thing as what you complain about with colorism. So that's the part of why I don't appreciate her. Um, but then at the same time with her, it's kind of like, you know, there's some parts I'm okay with her. And I mean, like, I made a video kind of like disparaging her in December, and I gotta kind of be of a change. Like, I changed my mind basically on that because, I mean, I thought at that time she was of a certain perspective. That she was a black man, not that she was pro black men, things like that, And I thought honestly that she was probably no different from Jessica X, just dark skin. And I mean, like, I don't relate to either types of women. So I learned later she's actually claims she's like a rainbow or something of that nature. So, I mean, that part of her I'm okay with, the whole rainbow swirling thing, that's cool. But um, as far as her platform, I just don't appreciate the colors. So when there's two people who are claiming she didn't support Kate Hill. There's another Caribbean girl. People never point this out. They try and act like these people are like the standard to black women, yet they're not even from America. Like, they're not even black American women. They're Caribbean women. So they have a different culture and different outlook. But with Pink Pill, I mean, I don't really have anything against Pink Pill because I kind of feel like uh, every time I've watched her, I've never really felt that offended when I watched her channel. Of those three people, Cynthia G, Chrissy, and the other girl, Hill, I would say I don't like Cynthia G. Cynthia G to me is conniving. All she's ever trying to do is trying to get attention from black men, and she's not really trying to give any solutions to whatever problem she's bringing up. I don't even know, even if the problem wasn't my problem, but if you were given a solution, like for example, I've talked about the Goldie Jones channel, for example. She does not talk about issues that pertain to my kind of problems, um, that I find in dating, you know. But she talks about baby mama issues, okay? And to me, I mean, like, I think that that's the main reason why I would think you need to come with like solutions. You have to come up with ways to solve a problem in a relationship, dating, with day to day life issues, whatever your theme is in your YouTube channel, basically, that you're going to talk about. So, like, for example, even beauty gurus um, come up with solutions to how you look, or someone who has like some kind of like outfit, like things that um, things that complement your shape. If you're heavier, if you have longer legs, you get what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to come up with a solution to whatever problem you're talking about. Kind of like advice, basically. And Cynthia G doesn't do that. What she does is she just gets angry at other people and then talks poorly about them. So I don't see any need for her. Even with Chrissy, for example, she at least comes up with solutions that I don't appreciate, I don't agree with, and I think are completely incorrect. But at least they're solutions. She thinks that she should be put above everybody. That's an answer to a problem, but is it the right answer? I don't think so. But I mean, it's an answer. Um, so that's why, to me, I do think that Chrissy is better, you know. And Pink Pill, I have always liked her. I actually was subscribed to her before she got rid of her page. Because I think, like, she seems like she's actually trying to help, really. Like, she tries to help with, like, relationship advice and things of that nature. And basically try to talk about how, you can, get into a successful relationship like she has gotten to. Now, some people would say, opening options or answer and things like that. I mean, like, that's specific to whoever it's specific to. You know, different advice is going to work for different people, basically. And so, I mean, like, her advice wasn't for everyone, but I do think that I agree more with her than any of the other two, you know. And so to me, the fact that Chrissy was not favorable towards Cynthia G or did not support, I mean, did not support the pink pill, um, I wouldn't really see that as a bad thing because I don't see Chrissy in that way. I don't see Chrissy as somebody who's all that great. I honestly see Chrissy as somebody who's toxic and poisonous, but honestly, it's just like, is she as poisonous as Cynthia G? No. Cynthia G is really toxic, okay? Cynthia G is one of a kind. And it's, you know, before she was attacking black men, I always knew the lady was toxic, hurt, and damaged goods. Because she would attack white men just the same way. So you could tell the lady is just messed up. She hates everybody. She's jealous of everybody because she is a miserable human being. Tracy, I think, is miserable too, but she's miserable in peace. You know what I mean? Like, okay, she's miserable about the fact that she's dark skinned. And she'll never be light skinned. And she'll never be anything lighter than what she is. Um, but she's trying to come up with solutions and how to feel better about being dark skinned. Now, is she going about it the right way? No, I don't think so. But I feel like at least she's trying to cope. I don't feel Cynthia G is trying to cope. She's just trying to make herself feel better about being miserable. But she's still miserable. So, I mean, like, she's not really fixing herself, fixing her problem, or anything of that nature. To me, the pink pill, on the other hand, with the whole situation that went down, it does seem like, obviously there are some problems, considering her saying that she wrote on her Twitter that she said that she wrote a goodbye letter to her kids and jumped into a car, locked the car while the car was running or something, trying to commit suicide, basically. Um, and yeah, she is sensitive. She didn't like the bullying and things of that nature against her in respect to her boyfriend. To me, honestly, I'm like, well, if people are making up nonsense about you, why is it such a big deal if it's not true? You know what I mean? It's not real. It's not true. You don't really have to give it any credence. You don't really have to care. And I know it does affect someone's image, but at the same time, if people actually realize the context of it, they might not care too much. In society, in this day and age, maybe though, the whole N-word situation really needs to be fixed because I mean, like, it shouldn't be that some sectors of society can use the N-word while others can't. It's just nonsensical, honestly. But I mean, as far as the Pink Pill's platform, her platform was very positive and not very negative energy. I like that. I appreciate positive energy over negative energy. The only time I like negative energy is when we're talking about harassment because harassment comes with negative energy. You can't come at harassment with positive energy. So there's been times I've subscribed to channels that were more anger channels, I guess you could say. But in those cases, I was only subscribing to them because they would talk about harassment. And that was the main thing I liked to talk about was the harassment. Because harassment, there is no positive way to go about harassment. If you go positive towards harassment, you'll get more harassment. So, I mean, like, there's no way to come across that positively. If someone has any advice on how to come across harassment positively, please let me know. But generally, yeah, that's why to me, I guess I prefer some content creators like Pink Pill. And a lot of people that I am subscribed to spoke of Pink Pill very positively. There's only one content creator I'm subscribed to that did not talk about the Pink Pill positively. She kind of just sided with Sim or something like that. I talked about that in my past video. But yeah, that's why for me, I guess I just find it like those two content creators are very negative people, and therefore, I mean, like anyone that I listen to, I don't want to be appreciated really by negative content creators like that. Now, I mean, like in some cases, I mean, like I've watched Lexus Exodus, and I don't mind Lexus Exodus. Everybody knows how I feel about Lexus Exodus. I really like Lexus Exodus. And I have a little bit more to say on the Lexus Exodus channel too, actually, because I want to do a video on that. But, you know, generally, I still don't watch many negative content creators. I just don't, because I don't know, to me, most of the time when people are angry at people, it's because they want them. This is why I don't complain about, for example, Hispanic men. You know, you'll sit here little bits of me complaining about Hispanic men, but you won't hear like a large uh, portion of my content complaining about Hispanic men because you don't complain about things you want unless you want to seem bitter, basically. So to me, I think that's just dumb, you know. But yeah, that's basically all I have to say in this video. I'm going to do two other videos. One's going to be about Paris Milan. Another is going to be on one of my favorite content creators who I've never made a video on, but it's not going to be on her specifically. It's just going to be on a video that she made because I want to talk about it. So, thanks for watching and bye.